This week's question is about apologizing. The question is, I have messed up. How can I truly and mindfully apologize? I'm really happy that you actually are acknowledging that you have messed up, because most of us don't even acknowledge that, and we don't accept that we have messed up. Well, first of all, we need to understand messing up is part of being a human and part of growing up. So we need to be open and cognizant to that. But the most important part of apologizing is really that intention, because sometimes our intention is to just quieten and silence the other party. And that's why apologizing has this not good reputation. And sometimes the energy with which we apologize doesn't help. I've heard people, no, I've heard myself saying, I'm just sorry. I told you I'm sorry. Well, that really isn't the true mindful, as you called it, apologizing. So the intention of apologizing is the first step to mindful apology, that we really clarify that I'm truly sorry and I am acknowledging that I have made some mistake or done something wrong, and I would need to say that and acknowledge that in order to clear that and in order to heal it for the other person and help myself to grow. So that's the first one, the intention of apology. The second one is the way we communicate it. It is so important that we bring compassion and clarity to really saying and acknowledging and letting the other person know that we are sorry about what we have done. And that cannot have any conditions attached to it. That can't have any but however attached to it, because that ruins the whole communication, if you like, the energy of apologizing. So that's the second aspect of a mindful apology. But the third and very important part of apology is to make sure that we do not repeat that same mistake over and over again. I'm not looking for perfection. I know we are human beings and we make mistakes, but it's important that we need to know that I can't make the same mistake day in, day out, and keep just saying, I'm sorry, because that just shows that I'm not sincere and I'm not paying attention to it. There's a practice in mindfulness that is really helpful, and that is called mindful framing. So if you make a mistake and if there is something that is really hurting the other person, I would put a frame around it. I call it a mindful frame. You put a mindful frame around it to make sure that at least I won't repeat this particular mistake with this particular person ever again. Or if ever is too strong, maybe not often. And just bring your awareness. When we put a frame around anything, we're saying this is important, right? Like when you frame a photo, you're saying out of all the photos that I have, this one in particular is very important to me, or this person in particular is important to me. So mindful framing is the same thing. You put a frame around this particular behavior, this particular way of talking, whatever it is, and remind yourself that this has not been helpful and it has actually been hurtful to somebody. So remembering that apologizing may be healing for others, but it's also a beautiful tool for your growth. And that's why we apologize. So in short, one, really clarify your intention and make sure your intention is to help yourself to grow and help them heal through this experience. And two, that you communicate your apology without any conditions and with a sense of compassion. And three is to make sure that you do not repeat that mistake or whatever wrong you have done over and over again. Hope this is helpful, and I hope that your apology gets accepted by the other person, and that you also grow through this whole process of apologizing. Until the next time.